So, yep, that's streaming. Just quickly pop over to YouTube. Yep, that looks like it's up. Well, it's up. Okay, YouTube sent notification. Okay, I should be live on both platforms now. Let's just make sure. Oh, that is Twitch help. Okay, channel. Okay, it does look like I'm streaming. Alright, so, yeah, let's go to Blockbench, which is what I've been using. And so, all this armor up here, I made out of this stuff, which this was all based on Warhammer, but also kind of a mix of Warhammer, Fallout, and stuff like that. This stuff up here is just straight Warhammer. You can tell if it's made for the Warhammer mod, because it's got WH40K. This stuff was wasn't exactly initially made for the mod, but it'll work. It'll be implemented as the primary source of resources. So we got 3 versions of Ceramite. So when you get this, or when you mine this, you get this. Then I'm guessing you smelt it to get this, and then you would put it through another process to get to this. And this, don't worry about that. And then synthetic rubber is for the kind of internal bits. And then I'm also going to make a model for wires. I think it's like neural cables. And then maybe like another thing. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I made this chain blade a while back. And I even did a bit of animation for it. Like this. Well, like, you know, I think it works. And you could just turn it up to 500. And that's like full speed. But yeah. I think it works. But the thing is, I also have another chainsword, which I wanted to keep relatively smaller and more simple, because this one is a lot more detailed than I actually wanted it to be. It's kind of only that big to get the teeth right. So yeah, I want to have I want to have something closer to this, but a bit bigger and with more chance for texture and stuff. So like just sort of I can get like nicer sort of nicer lines and also better teeth. Because yes, this works, but it's not perfect in my opinion. I can absolutely do better. And then we've got the combat knife. It's not very good. Mainly the blade isn't very good. The rest of it's fine. It works, but the blade, I don't like the fact that this blade is like this. And I can't even like shrink it down. Because then it gets to like it's too thin. And if I, did that and did that, you can't even see it from the front. So yeah. So I want one of my friends to hopefully improve this. Just mainly the blade. Uh, yeah, and then we get to the actual good stuff. The weapons. So the first one I made was the las gun. Personally, I think it looks quite nice. Uh, Alright, so the las gun, I think this was the first weapon I made, and it looks very good. I mean, the magazine could probably use a bit of work, but it's fine. And for some reason, the display thing isn't showing up for me. Like on some guns it does, but others it doesn't. And everything works. Well, I'm thinking of bringing like this little indicator bit over to this side as well. As like I'm actually gonna do that. Is that right? It'll work. Alright. So there, we got indicator on both sides. I need to save this. And actually now since I've, you know, modified the file, I actually need to repost it to the server. If you don't know how I'm making these, I'm using the Vix Point Blank system because they have a custom gun maker or gun template thing. So it has a scope, which is basically where the camera will sit, or like kind of. So like if the camera block is here, then the actual camera will be like back here. And I don't know if that's the same for this, but I should probably move it up a little bit. And in the mod, it should look something like this. I mean, it looks like it's working. Okay, now that actually makes sense, because it looks like he's sort of pressing the button in to basically make it work. So, like, you'd press on the little indicator thing to reset it or something. So, yeah, that was. So, that's the last gun. Then we got the last pistol, which is basically just a smaller version. Now, the difference between the last gun and the last pistol is simple. The last gun has two firing modes, the pistol has one. The las gun will have either 30 or 50 shots normally, but if you set it to full auto, you get more shots, but the damage is decreased. So that's like the idea I want to go with. Then, with the las pistol, it's almost like a mix of the two. So you would have the sort of kind of las gun, like it would fire like a normal las gun, but it will do less damage than the normal semi-auto. I will have the same amount of shots, but you can dual wield it with melee weapons. So things like chainswords and stuff. Melee weapons. Oh, I, I really don't like when the hold on a second. This looks really low quality. Oh, so play for an AP. Alright. So yeah, las guns. I'm also thinking of like letting you add a bayonet here on the las gun. But I need to like model that first. Which will basically just be a modified Space Marine combat knife. It will have a slimmer blade, a backwards facing bit of the handguard, which will have a hole in the middle for the bayonet lug. Or at least I'll try and make it have a hole in it. One of the two. I don't think the pistol will be able to have a bayonet though, because it's just, here. But if I remember correctly, this did show up on the image that I was using to model this. So I'm going to save both of those. Then we get to the piece de resistance of a Warhammer mod, the bolt gun. If the bolt gun doesn't look good, then the mod is it's gonna suffer. This bolt gun, it might have a bit too thin of a spot up here. I need to actually, oh, I'm legitimately gonna check, Warhammer 40k win Godwin Bolter. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Or this one. Okay, yeah, this is meant to be lower down. So like here? Is that right? Back up by 1, and then bring this down by 2. Stretch that back up by 2. Duplicate those. Resize them. Something like that, I think. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. I'm gonna save that. I'm actually gonna bring this down to here. Bring this down by 1. And then make the barrel a little bit thicker. There we go. It's a chunky boy. So, the Sisters of Battle are going to have their own version of this, as well as the, Adeptus Astartes, because of course they're going to have one. What's a Space Marine without his bolter? Like, seriously, what is a Space Marine if he doesn't have a fucking bolt gun to shoot someone with? Also, to anyone who's watching this, hello. Like, seriously. Hello. I'm gonna save this. Then I'm gonna bring in the where's the bolt pistol? Here we go. Bolt pistol. I think I'm gonna need to do the same surgery again. There we go. I always felt like the barrels were a little bit sort of, small. And then okay, so we covered those. Now let's go to the plasma gun. The anti-marine gun. This one is one of the first weapons that will also be available to the Imperial Guard. That isn't available. Well, a gun that is available to the Imperial Guard that is also available to the Adeptus Astartes. It is the first. And this one, the way that I will actually make it, usable by them is by having a little, like, sort of handle attached to it. Let me search up what they look like. Imperial Guard plasma gun. Uh, yeah, so they do have versions of them, I believe. Might need to do a little bit of modification, but I mean, it's fine. Although I definitely will need to redo these, animations because there's no magazine to reload. I mean, draw's fine and inspect is fine. Well, I'm thinking with the inspect, I'd probably want to kind of, sort of do something with the coils. And here, yeah, the reloads for the plasma gun are going to need to be sorted because I want like the first reload, this one, to just kind of be like venting heat, and then the second one is to like replace that sort of power charge down there. Let's grab it here. Like they just rip that out and replace it with a new one. So that's for the plasma gun, and then the plasma pistol. I think I nailed the plasma pistol. Just in general, like especially because it's based off of like the old plasma pistol design before Primaris. All of this is actually based on what came before the Primaris Marines. Outside of maybe the melters might look a little bit Primaris-y. So yeah, plasma pistol, basically a smaller version of the plasma gun. I'm thinking that bolt guns would have like a 10% armor mitigation on Space Marines, but we'll have like an 80% or actually 100% armor mitigation on like other players that aren't Space Marines. So your armor will just disappear. It won't be useful at all when fighting a Space Marine. So I should probably mess around with the positioning on this arm. Fuck Christ, okay. Who was that? Who? Who was that? Who did I just see pop up? Oh, I just deleted my chat off of just uh Mary Waity. Hello, how are you? I'm doing alright. That scared the life out of me. Oh, jeez. That actually made me jump. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm just showing off stuff that I'm making for a Minecraft mod. Uh, okay, I need to really sort out my grab this one. There we go. Okay, I've restored the chat on my thing. So colorized names. There we go. Okay. It's been alright. I mean, I woke up really bloody early, but also I just realized my the game it says I'm playing is still tabletop sim. That I need to change that somehow. Um, let me see. Can I do that off of the dock or docks? Um, okay. Stats isn't doing anything for me. Stream information? Nope. Dang it. Uh, yeah? Uh, oh, wait. Did I mess up my audio? Yeah? Uh, okay, no, I can hear. Well, I can hear myself through the, thing. Okay, I thought something broke. Let me see if I can edit. Okay, I can edit. Um, let's just set it just chilling. Uh, I kind of just stream whenever I can. Like tomorrow, I'll be doing a tabletop simulator stream. Doing turn 2 of a Warhammer battle. Um, which I'm not sure if it's still on The Twitch. Let me Twitch. Okay. So let me just jump around. Ooh, okay. I is the stream still there? I can't check, but I will say. I might actually have to go to channel and then figure out a way to um. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to check through Twitch, but you can find my tabletop sim stream for turn 1 on my YouTube, which is just the same name, I believe. And yeah, same name, same profile. Uh, Sometimes I play Minecraft, but I think I've only done one stream I've played that. And sometimes I played Voices of the Void, but I haven't played that for a while, so I probably should get back to it. I might do like a stream of like the original Dawn of War, because I've got that, but I haven't played like I haven't got the newer ones. I've only got the original Dawn of War. I've got Soul. Was it Soul something? Uh, Soulstorm. So I've got Soulstorm, Winter Assault, and the base game. I think I used to have Dark Crusade, but apparently it's not as good as the other ones. So I've turned that one into spare space. But yeah, so yeah. Plasma pistol, got the coils, the sort of barrel shroud, as I keep calling it for some reason. Don't know if it is meant to be that, but it's to me now. So, yep. Okay. Uh, let's talk about big fire. I have an obsession with fire. That's fair. I felt like I just had a voice crack there. Blimey. So, yeah, we've got the flamer here. The animations are pretty much the same, but oh, uh, he's not even touching them. He's using telekinesis, apparently. Uh, what does it? It kind of looks like they're holding it. Fine enough for now. How do I? Okay, I need to. So put this on like this. Yeah, that works. So we've got the little Prometheum tank here. I haven't done the hose. That would like go from here to like somewhere around here yet. Mainly because I'm not really good with hose things. Uh, no, I haven't really customized it. I do want to, but I don't really know what to put there. I haven't got like any cool art to put there, and also, yeah, sure. What's your idea? I'm always free to hear from people about what ideas they might have. Also, I need to set up the docs again. Oh. Ah. Also, it's kind of weird. Um, I, acc I accidentally put 50 on the affiliate thing because I thought that was what it needs to be to reach affiliate. Turns out, apparently, you only need 25. Oh, streamers. Okay. Basically, I'm a digital artist, and I work for the stream. I work for streamers for about 4 or 5 years on commissions. Hmm, that that's pretty cool. And editing. Hmm. I'm gonna be honest. I'm poor, so even if I wanted to, I probably wouldn't be able to pay. I mean, it's still cool to hear that that you do like commissions and stuff. I just find it cool to sort of hear about people's talents and what they like doing. It's just kind of a thing I've grown to enjoy over the course of just being on the internet, really. Oh, that's nice. Hmm. Where can I find your work? Because honestly, now I actually want to see it. I have Discord, but I don't have Instagram. I've never really been. think I think I tried to get it, but then didn't really pan out too well. It for some reason just wasn't letting me. Oh. Uh, I think you can actually find a link to my Discord server. So, you could just click on the like Discord link. Yeah, should just straight up take you to the server. It's the same with the YouTube link as well, right above it. Right. God, this feels kind of surreal. Like actually being able to like chat to someone new over stream. Someone popped. I'll be fine. Yeah. Basically, there's pistol, normal rifle, and then usually a heavy version of basically all the guns I've made outside of the last cannon, which currently only has the main two. Oh, oh, that was my finger. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we got the flamer and the hand flamer, which I feel like would probably work like a sort of low damage, lots of sort of more ranged fire. Ooh, that's neat. That stuff actually looks really good. Do you like do sort of like budget price commissions for sort of smaller creators? These are like legitimately pretty high quality. Oh, I need to turn on the lights in this room. Or like one of the three separate, you know, ceiling or wall mounted lights, because yeah, my room has way too many lights. It's got one above the bed, one in the middle of the room, and then one just in the corner. I don't know why I have so many. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've entirely forgot about that muzzle flash. It should be like here. And I put it, and for some reason it was still like on the like all the way out there. Yeah, and then oh, save that model, save that model. And then the melter. Okay. Yeah. So there are sort of like special types of weapons outside of, heavy weapons, stuff like that, are melter weapons. So I've got uh the normal melter and the Inferno pistol, which is basically a kind of uh it's like a pocket melter. And this is basically it's got like a similar sort of two settings thing to it, where you got the normal sort of beam, well you got the beam setting, and then you got the sort of flame shotgun setting. Probably need to add some stuff back here to give some more visual interest in like the model, but I mean, I don't think there was much back here anyways on the actual model for the melter. So yeah, and there would be a tube going along here, but then again, I haven't made tubes. Then here's just the small handheld version of the Inferno pistol. Well, no, the Inferno pistol is the handheld version of the melter gun. Why do I keep messing this up? Fuck. Whacked my. Just whacked the damn little thing. So yeah, and then lastly we've got the heavy weapons. We've got heavy bolter, heavy flamer, plasma cannon, and multi-melter. The plasma cannon's actually the newest one I made. I made it yesterday. Like, this is legitimately something that I've been working on for like. I spent less than a week working on it, and I've already made a full set of armor and 14 separate weapons while also taking breaks. And by the way, I have basically been doing this alone. Like, I've got a couple people helping, or sort of helping in quotation marks, but they either haven't been able to do anything due to, say, outside circumstances, or they just don't have the stuff to do it. So I've made 14 guns and a full suit of armor without help. Yeah. I think this heavy bolter might have taken the longest to make outside of like the plasma weapons. Uh, oh, I need to slow this down. Yeah, I need to kind of fix this like arm with like the animations. I need to get that sorted. And the scope is it is not in a good spot. Oh, muzzle flash. Where is the muzzle flash? Why is the muzzle flash in the gun? Yeah, heavy bolter, and then we've got heavy uh flamer, which is the second one I've made. This is actually based off of the Terminator one, I believe, because I wasn't able to find a regular infantry one. Like, legitimately, I did not know if normal infantry ones would, like, I don't know if normal infantry squads would have a heavy flamer, or if they did. Actually, wait a second, let me check. Um, on Tabletop Sim, they do have an infantry unit with a heavy flamer for, like, tactical squads. So, if I can let's see. Alright, let's go create single player, curse forward, oh, forge org, or force org. Fuck, tongue twister. Let's spawn in the Dark Angels, which is my army. I've got two armies of Dark Angels currently, and I might be making a Imperial Guard army, might be making Chaos armies, might be making a Blood Angels army. Really depends. Alright, these guys, let's go down to here. Now, is there? Yes, there is, actually. Why could I not find this one? Wait a second. The multi-melter body, the heavy flamer body, and the grav cannon body all use the same gun, but different barrels. Maybe that's why? Because there just isn't a heavy flamer for regular infantry? I mean, I've completely botched that type, or that typing. Uh, okay, regular Marines have a sort of either modified or actual Terminator style heavy flamers. That is weird. Why have they got that? Yeah. Anyways, while I'm here, I've got a bunch of different armies. Uh, this is kind of just an idea. I don't know if I'm gonna run with it, but I think this is my current idea for a. Did I click? Okay. So this is my current idea or concept for a army for the Melanar 67th, which is a custom legion, like a custom army that I'm making for the Imperial Guard. Got shock troops with plasma gun or plasma guns. I don't know if these guys are going to be specialized. I feel like they're not. But these guys, they are their own separate platoons, not the tanks, and not the sentinels. Those guys are their own forces, but these guys, they're my forces. So tanks are separate. Sentinels, they're in a group. Stormtroopers are their own units. Then we've got the real command squad with the Castellan and the Commissar. And then we've got the regular troops. 3 squads of 10, each with a Chimera. Yeah, pretty simple. Just kind of going with the classic, you know, Imperial Guard thought thought line. And then my first ever army, which has gone through some modifications, because the first War of Dargonus was hell for me, because I was like the only person fighting it. I was like the one bastard there until the very end. In fact, I am the only bastard there. I have been there fighting for like the entire battle outside of the siege battles both times. The only reason why I won the second game was because, you know, the fucking Lion L. Johnson showed up and, you know, killed the Demon Prince. The first ever battle on Dargonus, I kind of pissed out because, you know, they had me locked down. So, yeah, that's pain. So, they had me locked down and all that. So, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this. Fall back, call in an orbital strike, bomb the shit out of the heretics, go in for the second time, nearly get half my army shit ran. Then the lion shows up and saves my ass. Then in the final battle we get our shit ran again. And now we're back for round 2 with these guys. Vanguard veterans, interceptors, tacticals, command squad, uh, eliminators, aggressors, heavy intercessors, repulsors, a drop pod, gladiator, land speed of vengeance, and a jet fighter or starfighter. Yeah, that's a jet fighter. Spawns an apothecarian because my aggressors need to stay the fuck alive. These guys are my bolter squad and anti-armor slash anti-marine. These guys are basically the ones that would slip forward, take points, that kind of thing. Yes, this infiltrator squad has a flamethrower marine in there. They don't have normal marines with they don't have infiltrators with flamethrowers, so I had to grab this guy and put him with this squad. Yeah, also in the first battle of Dargonus, when we raided it, my lieutenant got killed nearly. Now he's in a dreadnought. The captain's fine though, but he has post-traumatic stress disorder. And the 5th company captain really likes trying to piss him off for no other reason apart from the funny. But what's even funnier than that is so this is the army that I've brought to Dargonus for the second siege fight. With them, you get to make a combination of any armies that you have that are within a force. So, for instance, those 2 companies, I can mix and match them to hopefully devastating effect. I have taken all of my heavy support from the 5th company, my devastators from the 3rd company, and put them in a Razorback. I've taken basically every single fast attack unit that I have outside of jump back intercessors. Every single one of my elite choices outside of dreadnoughts. Four entire fucking squads of Space Marines with 2 dudes with plasma and 2 dudes with las cannons, as well as 2 intercessor squads. And guess who's leading the command squad? The 3rd company captain. Because this was his planet, and he's fucking taking it, regardless of how much bullshit he has to do to get it. I mean, then again, this guy's fucking fuming after that whole war, or after the whole Dargonus thing, where he got a shit ran, so Yeah, he's back for round two and he ain't fucking slacking. Yeah. Another army that I'm hopefully going to bring in, which is kind of just in the planning stage, I don't know if I'm actually going to use this, is the Talents of Sanguinius, which is the newest Space Marine chapter that I've made, which is a mix of Raven Guard and Blood Angels. Primarily Blood Angels, though. I do not know how much this costs. This is designed for an Apocalypse game, so certain aspects I will kind of remove and separate outside of Dark Owners, well, outside of Apocalypse games, and then I'll add them back in an Apocalypse game. But this is going to be the fourth company, I believe, because I have not named this guy. Wait, I think I was meant to name him, because I gave the chaplain a name. Fuck. It's that simple. Fuck. Oh my god, I don't care about cheap views or anything. To the Shadow Realm, unknown individual. And that was probably a bot anyways, so yeah. Damn drone. So, yeah, and then Renegades. I know that's an Iron Warriors Chaos Lord, don't worry about it. And I know that there are Chaos Astartes here, don't worry about it. These guys are a custom group of boys, which they did some, they've done some shit. Okay. So these guys are basically an elite task force sent in from a renegade chapter, well, a renegade space marine company known as the Capitan Knights, which used to be a Dark Angels successor chapter. Well, the 13th company of a Dark Angels successor chapter, but they aren't anymore because these guys kind of had a bit of a issue with them and left them behind. Now these guys want to, kill some things. And at this point, they have become a hodgepodge of space marines from various different renegade groups, including even Chaos Space Marines who have become disillusioned with Chaos that have joined them. So basically, dudes who had a small taste of the Chaos Kool-Aid, didn't like it, and said, fuck you guys, I'm gonna go, you know, work with these lads. And, well, now they're working with me. So I've made a more anti sort of armor unit out of my Devastators. I've got two tactical squads. I've taken the same philosophy as I did initially with my normal intercessors or my normal tactical squads. Grad a dreadnought. He's probably not going to have an assault cannon, but I'm just using this Black Templars model. This is actually meant to be a tornado. In fact, I'm going to say, do they even have a tornado model? Because I believe tornadoes have the multi-melter and assault cannon, which is what I want. Because those things, fuck. Like, seriously, those things are dangerous. I don't think they do shit. I'm also probably going to use, like, these scouts and stuff for, like, a... Like, I'm losing my ability to speak coherently. Probably going to use these, like, neophytes mixed with scouts for one of the concepts I had, because these guys do not have normal, like, suits of armor and stuff. Like, well, and they're also not even Primaris, technically. They are false Primaris, created by cloning and gene fuckery. But they use salvaged Primaris armor. I'll probably use even more models from the Dark Angel, not the Dark Angels, the Black Templars line, because I mean these guys, they often make some brilliant models. Like, just look at these three Emperor Champion models. Look at them. They look amazing. I love them. I want them. Look at this fucking Execrator, I believe his name is, which is, I think, just a I think it's just a Black Templar's like chaplain with the helmet on. But I can't tell, to be honest. So yeah, these guys are, you know, my Chaos, well, not Chaos, Renegade Marines. And these guys are a offshoot of them, which have fallen to Chaos. There's a total of 31 Chaos Marines here, including the Death Shroud Terminators, Blight Lord Terminators, and Plague Marines. So we've got a Bolter Squad over here with a Tallyman for getting victory points, just passively. And then we have this squad, which is meant to run in and kill things. These guys are for bogging enemy targets down, basically making it possible for someone to escape them once they enter melee. These guys are for effectively telling someone to go fuck off by deep striking them into a deep strike of an enemy. So, yeah, bad times. And then we got the armor. Because of course. Uh, so yeah, I just had to go on that little tangent there. So yeah, back to what this stream is actually meant to be, which is Warhammer model or Warhammer modeling. So I've got a heavy flamer here. It is just a angrier version of the normal flamer. Hey, hey, Crossguard. Yeah, um, angrier version of the flamer here, as normal. And yeah, I'm pretty sure all of these would come with like a modified backpack, which would allow you, or which would be necessary as like a sort of add-on. Kind of like, you know, Curious, right? The Curious pack, or the Curious mod. So you would have a thing for the backpack, which would need to even power the armor in the first place, otherwise you're just immobile. But once you put that on, if you want to use a heavy weapon, then you have to have the backpack just, well, then you have to have a heavy weapons backpack to store the ammunition. Which then lets you go ham, quite honestly. And you can commit glorious amounts of extermination. You know, purge the heretic, kill the mute. Well, purge the heretic, uh, burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean. Because the Emperor wants what the Emperor wants, and what the Emperor wants is more purging. Oh yeah, I need to sort out that whole thing. A multi-melter. Just melter shotgun on steroids. That is quite literally all this is. It's just a melter on steroids. Finally, the newest one, the plasma cannon, which made me want, you know, die while making it. Because so many little fucking details on it. Yeah, I like the plasma cannons, but this one can go fuck itself. Just in terms of the design, it made me hate myself. But when you know that, but when the mod pack is really starting to make you rethink, you know, existing, you've got a good mod pack. You got a good mod. So yeah, that's all the guns. Let's make another one. And the one that I'll be making today is a las cannon. So we start off with template gun, which is what you get when you start up a new weapon for, you know, trying to make stuff. Now I need to find, well, actually I think I've already got a las cannon thing that I could use as reference. Just need to find it. Here we go. I'm going to save the image. Now it's time to add the reference image. Okay, this is probably going to be hellish to build, but I'm a masochist, so let's do it. First, I need to get rid of all the unnecessary shit. That does not contribute to the building of a fucking las cannon. Now, let's just make the stock ascend to heaven. For now. It will be dragged back down here eventually. Then we extend this back about 10. Extend it up maybe 6. Oh, that is weird. Then let's grab these. Let's group them. Angle them down like that. Widen these out a little. Extend that out. Then duplicate. Group them. Turn them. Okay. I think what I'll do. Bring them all back like that. And then there we go. There we go. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Right. So, oh, there's a little bit there. So, hmm. I'm actually gonna try something. Give me a moment. Uh. Uh. Can this be heard? Okay, I think you guys can hear it. Yeah, I'm hearing it through the thing. I just put on some music for everyone. There we go. Yeah, that again is 2%. Several notifications. Oh. Okay. This might be a bit too high. thing is done. God, that is some unnecessary detail, but I like adding little details like this. Also, this music is actually really relaxing. I feel like I could just kick my feet up and just sit here for a while. At least I won't bother for now, I'll probably do it later. First, like, 40 minutes, well, like, it got, like, really quick. Like, things just started happening. Once Mary Waity showed up. Very chatty person, I must say. Probably the first person to speak that much in just one, in like 16 messages and like what, like 20 minutes. First of all, I need this. The rest can go. God, I think I know why so many people like listening to lo-fi music now. It's like, it genuinely feels nice listening to it. This has not taken as long as I thought it would. And I accidentally spawned a second muzzle or barrel shroud. Fuck. Okay. Oh, I need to change how I sit, man. Okay, how long have we been streaming for? So I usually end up accidentally streaming for like 5 hours. Okay, 2 hours 15 minutes. That's not that bad. Oh. 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 Okay. I feel like I should absolutely do the scope, but I don't know how. Oh, wait. Wait. It's got the same slanted shape. this is coming together. This scope is like actually coming together really nicely. Now, should I just have a regular like square shape going through barrel, or should I have like another one of these to kind of keep kind of style going? Look at that! Gosh, this is... Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I just got fucking cookie clucker going on in the background. Yes, I am playing that game. I just let it simmer for a while, then once I get to like, as just right now, like 7 billion cookies, just buy a bunch of upgrades. I'm at a 2.2 million cookie production. Shock overdose? Is that what it says in the... Ortail's favorite? Who is Ortail? These absorb light so well you almost need to squint to see them. Is there a cookie there? Absolutely listen. This is fucking... This game is for fucking addicts, and I am one of them, apparently. What the... Huh. That was weird on my, on my screen, it showed, like, the sort of... It showed this, the starting soon thing. Also, I should probably make a second text bar, actually. Okay, this is giant text. Actually, hold on a sec, let me just turn off this. If I line up there, if I squeeze this down. Now, let's... okay. Old English text MT regular. let's just have simple. Sile thing. So I need to find. Okay, Old English text. That's what I'm looking for. Let's try and line it up best I can. Okay. So we got starting soon, see you on the other side. There we go. Hey! That's a little bit of an upgrade to the stream. And hopefully I can actually get some artwork for this. Okay. So, now I need to finish off this last cannon. Which, in fact, fun fact about the last cannon. If you don't know what the last cannon is, it is an anti-vehicle weapon. So the last cannon is what it has on the, like, okay. So the last cannon for 40k has 48 inches of range. Depending on what it is, there could be things like Assault 2, Heavy 2, doesn't really matter. But they are usually, to my understanding, a Strength 9, Armor Piercing 3, or Armor Piercing -3. So, for anyone who doesn't know what that means, for Warhammer, you have a Strength and a Toughness score on every single one of your soldiers. The toughness is based on either the weapon's toughness or the actual character's. Well, toughness is based on, you know, your character or what's, you know, getting shot at. But strength is dependent on one of two things. The weapon you're using, such as for instance, a bolter is strength 4, a las cannon is strength, well, a las gun is strength 3. Las cannons are strength 9, plasma guns are strength 7. Or, if you're talking in melee, then it is a character thing. So most characters, for instance most Space Marines, would have a strength 4 stat as their base, which can be modified based on what weapon they're wielding. So for instance, with what I play, which is a modified version of both 4th and 7th editions, with bits of 8th, 9th and 10th thrown in, say a power weapon, it ignores armor saves. So normally, let's say I were to hit you with a close combat weapon, if you are a Space Marine and I was a Space Marine, you would get a 3-up save as like one of your ways to defend yourself or defend yourself from, getting stabbed. You're still getting stabbed, but it's not going to do damage. Power weapons don't do that. They go straight to invulnerability saves and feel no pains. If I remember correctly. Someone can correct me if I am wrong about that. And then with, say, a las cannon, which is back on topic, let's say I were to shoot someone with a las cannon. A las cannon has strength 9, Space Marines, toughness 4, which is the strength of their armor. That Space Marine's dead. It's not an immediate death, but in the new versions, I would be wounding on 2s. So imagine the only chance of me not wounding your character with a las cannon is if I rolled Snake Eyes. But for instance, if I were to hit a tank with it, at least in the version that I'm playing, we would roll on a penetration chart, which we pit the armor value of the tank against the strength of the weapon. So, for instance, glance on a 3, penetration on a 4 or above. If I glance, you roll the glance table. If I roll penetration, if I roll to pen, it's the penetration table. If I hit it with an ordnance weapon, it rolls on the ordnance version of that table. And the lower the number, the more damage it does. Well, the lower the number, the less damage it does. The higher the number, the more damage it does. So for instance, we could roll a 1 on that chart, and you would get, say, crew stunned or crew shaken. Or if you're a lighter vehicle, maybe one of your weapons is broken. Which is the choice of the person targeting the vehicle. So for instance, if they shot at an armored sentinel with, say, a multi-las with a las cannon and they rolled a 1 on the damage chart, then, or if they rolled, say, a 3, I think, would be it, then the damage chart would say, okay, your weapon is destroyed, and then the, player who shot you will be able to say, okay, so I just hit you with a las cannon, one of your weapons are destroyed, and I'm going to say that multi-las is destroyed. And then, maybe if that was the one thing that was holding him back from, say, getting a squad of guardsmen into a certain area, that guardsman squad could maybe fire a plasma cannon or plasma gun into it, take out the armored sentinel, and then move into the position they wanted to take. That is basically how it would go. Also, I'm gonna need to have a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Enjoy the music. Jesus. Hmm. Okay. So just down these small little rivet things. About what, here? Looks about right. Yeah, that looks good. God, it's always the same damn, like, servers that keep pinging me. Oh well. Well, they're not pinging me, but they're pinging... They're doing like an at everyone thing. So I end up getting pinged as like a side effect. Okay. So I think that little bit of detail's done now. Yeah, it looks good enough. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, that actually looks really good. Yeah. So, probably gonna end the stream a little bit. I mean, we've been going for like 3 hours. I think it's long enough for a devlog. And I don't know when I'm gonna do one of these again, because I think I'll probably do a second devlog once I figure out how to make melee weapons look good. And like with the same detail as something like this las cannon. While still kind of like I want to basically be able to replicate the las cannon and like all the other Vic's point blank weapons in terms of their ability to be sort of special and, you know, really detailed, while also kind of making melee weapons like this. Not like, I don't think this is bad, I think it has a lot of room for improvement. Like for instance, this bottom part of the pommel is the same as the fucking, like, grip. It's the same as the combat knife. Can I start this model? Save project as Warhammer 40k las cannon. So that is a total of 15 weapons that I've made, being the bolt guns, specifically the standard Godwin pattern, the bolt pistol, and the heavy bolter. I've made all the plasma cannons. I've made plasma cannon, plasma gun, plasma pistol, heavy flamer, flamer, hand flamer, multi-melter, melter, inferno pistol, blast gun, blast pistol, and blast cannon. So, if I were to take a look at the sort of sheet that's got everything that I need to do on, which is on my, you know, Project Warhammer server on my Discord. Oh, I still need to make a missile launcher. Fuck. Okay, I can do that next devlog on like Wednesday or something. Is that alright? Is everyone? I mean, there's probably not really anyone. There's 2 people watching apparently. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna, alright. So, that was a pretty alright stream. I hope everyone here is, you know, hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had fun. You know, listen to me make a gun in a Blockbench for a mod. I gotta say, this gun does look really nice. This las cannon. If I actually, when I take a side profile of it, it actually looks like the gun. Like, if I got rid of the arms, it actually looks like the las cannon. So, yeah, that's that is my first ever devlog for the Warhammer 40k mod. Oh, for a Warhammer mod, I'm calling Warhammer 40,000 Ultimate because hopefully it's gonna be the ultimate mod for Warhammer 40k. Hopefully it's gonna be really good because I'm putting a lot of fucking work into this. I don't want it to look like some half-baked thing. Like, seriously, like, I want this to turn out to be like one of the best mods for Warhammer 40k. Even if it's just for like a couple months and then someone comes out with something better. I, I just, I want the Warhammer modding community for Minecraft to just step up their fucking game. Because I have not seen a, like, proper, complete Warhammer 40k mod ever. If you can find one, tell me, because I would like to try it, and if it's good, I'll tell the creator that I'll tell them that it's good and tell them that if they ever get a chance to, make it or make any new content for it, I hope it's just as good as what's already in there. But as of right now, I have a big focus on making a Warhammer mod which isn't just adding the weapons or adding dudes to fight. I want you to be able to become the dudes. I want you to be able to morph into a space marine and gain the augments of them over time and then be able to don power armor, color the power armor, have separate like buffs and abilities based on the gene seeds that you get. Because there's going to be 18 different types of gene seed for each of the different Primarchs that we know of. Like, I want to make that shit. I've I've got so many ideas just beating around in my head, and I want to put them to something. I'm gonna put my fucking work into something, and I'm gonna make sure that what I put my work into pays off. And it's all for you. Not just for whoever's watching, but for everyone. Have a good night, everyone. Or good day. I don't know where you are, but wherever you are, have fun.